Welcome to another edition of Arizona Living. Today, we're going to talk about dating in Arizona. Stay tuned! My very first video on this channel was on dating, believe it or not. You can go back and check if you don't believe me. When I first relocated to Arizona, one of my missions was to find someone special. So I did like a lot of people do, and I went on Match.com. Problem with that was that it's kind of like fishing. You cast your line and you wait and you wait and you wait. And I'm kind of impatient by nature. So I took the bull by the horns and I gamed the system. I figured out a way to expedite the Match.com process. Long story short, I ended up writing an ebook about it. No, seriously, I did. It's called 1,000 Women in 30 Days. It's on Amazon. The bottom line way I was able to accomplish this great feat was A, I treated it like a business. My resume, my profile, if you will, had to be up to snuff. Second was the marketing effort. I figured out that you had a cap of 50 times you could reach out to people in a day. So, utilizing some marketing, I created a form letter and I hired someone overseas to send said form letter to people that met, women that met my criteria. And then I waited for some sort of response. So I ended up dating, I shouldn't say dating, I ended up meeting with 5 ladies. And out of those 5 ladies was the lucky winner, Cartoon Wife. Now she has approved me to share with you a picture as to what she looked like when we first met. Very pretty, she's very self-conscious now about her weight. This is part of the reason why she doesn't want to be on these shows. But you know, I think she's beautiful either way. But let me share with you a couple other things besides the whole meeting someone online. Because once you finally do meet somebody online, there's additional steps involved. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I look at my statistics on this channel, and 75% of you are males around the age of 30, 35 years old. Am I right? Well, listen, guys, our competition sucks, okay? Point blank, the bar is set very low. If you're ugly like me, it doesn't really matter because our competition are still living home with mommy in the basement. You know what I'm saying? If you're employed, you have good hygiene, and you could speak and write English well, you're golden. Besides being self-confident, I'm not saying being cocky or a jerk, just being self-confident, going out there, finally lining up a date, even if it's a blind date, what have you, you gotta have a place to take them. So the title of this video is Dating in Arizona. So I'm gonna give you a couple suggestions as to where to take your date if you live in the Phoenix Valley. Number 1, Lucky Strike in downtown Phoenix. This is a fancy bowling alley. I mean, it's leather chairs and they bring you food. It is not cheap whatsoever, but it's a nice experience. I mean, I only went there once, and unless there's like a Groupon, I don't think I'm going back. Number 2, Tempe Improv. That's the same venue that I did my open mic performance for 5 minutes. It's nice, but yeah, you know, so you can get free tickets, but you gotta buy drinks, which are expensive. But, you know, you're gonna pay for it either way. Number 3, believe it or not, there's a gondola ride in Scottsdale at the Hyatt Regency. I kid you not, it's a real gondola with the person in the back, you know, singing and rowing, whatever you call that. Lastly, in terms of restaurants, a lot of great restaurants here in Arizona. The one I would recommend you go to is in Gilbert. It's called High Tide. It's seafood, and they swear that within 24 hours, the fish on your plate was swimming. So to recap, like I said, you could be ugly like this guy and still meet somebody, all right? Our competition is horrible. Odds are in your favor. If you're a single guy looking to meet somebody special, you can do it. So what else do I have to say about dating? I personally hated dating because I had actually on my iPhone, I had used the Notes app and I had a page for each girl. So before I would meet with them, I would review their page, like their siblings, what allergies they have, what pets they have, where they're from, what they like and don't like. And I basically made like a database for each girl. And that way I would review it and I would make questions before the date so I could ask questions. It was too much for me to keep track of allergies and family members and history for all these different girls. I was so happy when it finally worked out with Sarah, cartoon wife, and I didn't have to deal with that anymore. So if you want to read the details step by step as to how I game match, just buy the ebook. It's like 99 cents. So that concludes another edition of Arizona Living. Be sure to like, subscribe, and let us know below what has been your experience dating in Arizona. Till next time!